Someone broke from routine and averted disaster, Virgo. Let's see where this road leads. Hey Virgo, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is a timeless reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever Virgo falls in your chart. Crosswatchers are welcome. My intention for this reading is to help you come into better alignment with your highest good in this moment. Let's see what's going on with Virgo. The heart of your reading, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed and the Tower reversed. You stopped some sort of repetitive behavior and avoided disaster here. This could be an unhealthy habit. It could be not going to work on the day that they were deciding who was going to be laid off, and so they forgot about you and didn't lay you off. But through some sort of veering away from your normal routine, there's you averted disaster. You averted disaster. What's the challenge here? Eight of Wands, King of Swords reversed. Something was set in motion, and there's still communication out there that hasn't yet been responded to, and it involves ruthless behavior, some very unilateral decision making. I feel like this is someone else other than you, although roles could be reversed. The energy could be expressing through you in this situation. So take it as it resonates. But this King of Swords energy, I think for most of you, is someone else who is behind whatever sort of potential disaster you just avoided. But there's still some fallout or some things that this person put in motion that hasn't resolved yet. Like maybe you're waiting to see if you're one of the people who's going to get the email, or what else? That's the most obvious example that I'm thinking of right now. We'll see what else comes out in the reading. Your focus is on the Two of Cups reversed, so this could very well be a romantic situation. You may have diverged from your normal path to avoid a situation where you expected to get into some trouble. Something that would have led to a breakup. This could also be an ex that's on your mind. I think for some of you, the whole story is about an ex. And so we're picking up on someone else's energy that's an important person to you, and they have avoided this disaster. Like they may have been involved in the California wildfires. It could be that they live in the neighborhood, and because they didn't go to a certain place in a certain day, their outcome wasn't as bad as it could have been otherwise. But they're waiting to see whether or not their insurance is actually canceled or if it's going to pay out, and that's the communication that's uncertain if it's going to come or what it's going to say. In the recent past, we have Six of Swords energy, someone getting out of a bad situation. So I do think that this is about, it involves a breakup in some way. I think with the Six of Swords, someone either left you or you left them. I don't necessarily feel, though, that the disaster that was avoided was something that the relationship was leading to, although it could be that. You could have been on a path with this person where every Friday night you go to the same restaurant, every Saturday you go out and you do this certain activity with the person, but you broke from that routine. You got yourself out of a bad situation and potentially broke up with the person in this process or in this period of time. But it could just be that you're worried about it leading to a breakup. Like maybe you said, I don't want to be in that situation anymore, it just feels off. And the other person was like, well, I'm going to go. Or, well, that makes me feel weird that you, like, why are you making a big deal out of it? There's no reason why we shouldn't go. We always go every Friday night. And now you're waiting to see what communication is going to come through from that person. Are they going to break up with you or are they not? Okay. Let's see. What's the crowning energy? What's the reason this is happening? Empress. For some of you, there's a pregnancy involved. That's all I'll say about that. If that's part of your situation, I think you already know that that's in question, and that like a test result could be what you're waiting on, or the choice of what the person is going to do about a pregnancy could be what you're waiting on here. It's not necessarily about a pregnancy, though. It could be the expression of the divine feminine coming through here. So someone leveling up in a way that's going to allow them to create and bring their creation through to the world, to express a higher version of themselves than they have in the past. So if there's a relationship that is ending or ended or potentially ending, it kind of, the crux of the pivot is on the Empress character in the situation, feeling like she's emerging into a bigger, better, leveled up version of herself. And will that necessitate leaving the other person behind because they're not growing along with you? Show me the near future. Okay, a little bit of a challenge here in the near future, because the Five of Swords comes out to tell us that there's going to be a disagreement. There's going to be an argument of some sort. If you're on the chopping block at work, there could be some round of interviews where they make sure, no, not make sure, that's not the right way to say it. They're asking, okay, what do you do in this position? What's your role? What do you contribute to the company? And kind of make you fight for your job before they make a decision of who's going to get laid off. It could be that whomever is the person who's doing the leaving behind, the one who's exiting a situation that they feel isn't good for them, think that's the same person who switched up their routine and says, I don't want to do the thing that I always do. They're going to get some pushback from the group of people or the person with whom they used to do that routine. Do you guys know the crabs in the bucket metaphor? Or, I don't know if a metaphor is the right word for that. But there's a phenomenon where if there are crabs that have been harvested from the ocean and they're put into a bucket, and one crab is like crawling up and reaches the top of the bucket and is about to escape, there's some sort of motivation from the other crabs to pull that crab back down into the bucket. And that's used a lot of times in, I don't know, as like a psychological metaphor or in literature to describe something that's pretty pervasive with humans as well, where if someone is escaping a bad situation, the people who are in the situation haven't yet identified it as bad. It's normal for them. And so it's like offensive to something at their core when someone is leaving, when someone is getting out, they start to attack, or they start to kind of fight against their effort to leave. Because if the crab leaves, it says something about the crabs that are still in the bucket, and it makes them face something that they don't want to face. So you might be trying to escape a bucket, and there are people in there who don't want to face something that your exit is forcing them to contend with. I think that's at the nature of the argument that's coming up for you. Surprise energy, we have the Knight of Cups. There's some sort of, what's the word? A token of appreciation. Someone is going to do something kind, and it's going to be out of character or very, come on, words. It's going to be very on purpose. Like they're going to make a display of it. It's genuine. It feels genuine. Let me see if I can think of an example. King of Cups comes out to double down on the genuine sincerity and maturity that's behind this action. I don't know, it's like someone coming through and saying, I've hired house cleaners for you. They're gonna come, they're gonna clean your whole house. I know that's a point of stress for you. You don't have to pay me back, it's a gift. And you're like, why are you doing this? We don't even know each other that well. Someone wants to help you in some way. And it's not to get you in a position where you're beholden to them. It's not to get you under their thumb. It's sincere, it's genuine. Ace of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. I don't think it's a romantic gesture, although it could be. If there's a breakup on the line here, like will you or won't you break up and there's an argument, then this is definitely a reconciliation. This is someone surprising you with the gesture that they make. It's not an empty gesture. There's thought behind it. It's relevant to something you want or need. It's a practical thing, and it's meaningful. And it kind of proves on a certain level that there's a connection with this person where you might have questioned that. But for those of you not in a romantic connection where this is like just a helper, a helping influence in your life, if someone offers to help you, and okay, if you have like warning bells going off that you shouldn't, that it's a trick or a trap, trust your intuition. But if it's just like, oh, why would you offer to help me? This doesn't make sense. But you're not kind of getting those like, oh no, danger, run sort of energy, then this is a message to that you can trust it. Show me hopes and fears. However that energy comes through for you in your situation, it's going to surprise you with the gesture, the token of appreciation that this person uses to convey how they feel. Your hopes and fears column, we have the Ace of Pentacles. You really want some sort of opportunity to be handed to you from an external source. But you're also worried that if you have to wait for that to come, then you're not powerful enough in this situation to create the outcome that you want. Like you're beholden to whatever offers come through. It feels a little precarious. The end result, we have the Three of Wands reversed. So something is falling through here. Some plan doesn't take shape. Whatever the Eight of Wands represented for you in this, what is the challenge column? This momentum that the King of Swords reversed put into place, is now showing up in the how it resolves as the momentum kind of fizzles. It's like you expect some sort of result, or you're worried about some sort of result showing up. And then the Three of Wands is reversed, is like, oh, things were all leading one step after another to this certain outcome. And then that's not where we find ourselves. It's more saying what isn't going to be there. So I think you must be worried about a certain outcome more than anything else here. Alternatively, it's just saying wherever you think things are leading, think again. Let me pull a clarifier or two and see what other energy wants to come out for that. Tell me more about the Three of Wands. If it's not leading where Virgo thinks that it's leading, what is going to show up instead? A separation and a no. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords reversed. So if you think there's going to be a romantic reconciliation, there won't. But in whatever sense you expect things to come together, or a reunited energy, it looks like that is not going to materialize based on your current trajectory. Now let's get you advice. Based on Virgo's current trajectory and what they want to happen here, we have what should you do based on what you want, whether you want the outcome that's shown here or if you want to change that. This is the advice to consider. We have the Four of Cups. So when an offer comes through, likely this offer that is genuine, that is pure-hearted, this whomever comes through with this Knight of Cups, King of Cups energy, the gesture, the token of appreciation, the advice is not to take it. I don't know if this means to reject if there's like a gift, maybe to reject the gift. Go with your own intuition on this, but it could just be don't tie yourself to a certain commitment because of whatever they give you. Don't find yourself in a situation where you're obligated, because if they offer you something and you take it and that obligates you to change your life in a way that would make you less happy, then watch out for that. All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helped. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you back next time.